to the kitchen with Jess. So today is about breakfast. My husband is the resident short order chef for breakfast at our house. That's usually the meal he takes over and whips up some eggs or pancakes or whatever the girls are wanting for breakfast. But today we're going to do an overnight French toast casserole featuring yet again my favorite native bread. This is their honey oat loaf, which is really great for these sweet dishes. This is a great dish that you can make in advance. So if you're doing Christmas morning or something for the holidays, you can do it a day or two before, refrigerate it, pull it out, let it get to room temperature, and bake it at a 350-degree oven. For us on Christmas morning, it's nice to have everything done in advance so that I can just throw this French toast casserole in the oven and know we'll have a great breakfast for Christmas morning. So we're going to start. I'm going to take about 1/3 of a cup of non-dairy butter. This is Earth Balance, so this will be gluten and dairy free. And you can always make adjustments 1 for 1 if you're doing dairy butter or dairy milk. And then I'm going to take about 6 slices. So I want them about a 1/2 inch thick, so a little thicker is nicer. And I'm just going to cover this 9x13 pan. So it's okay if they overlap a bit. And you want the slices to be about even. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as close as you can get. I've got coconut sugar, which I think is a really great replacement for regular sugar. It's 1-to-1 as far as sugar to coconut sugar, but it's a much lower glycemic index. So with a dish that's already going to be sweet, that you're probably going to top with yogurt or maple syrup, it's nice to kind of keep the sugar content low. So I'm going to take, this is 2/3 cup of coconut sugar, and I'm just going to sprinkle about half right over the butter before I put my slices down. All right, so we have the slices nice and layered there. Like I said, it's okay if they overlap. And then we're gonna do our base. So I've got 6 large eggs in here, just cracked into the bowl. To that, I'm gonna add about 1 1/4 cup. I love almond milk, unsweetened. My girls are fans of oat milk, which tends to be a little sweeter. Again, this is gonna be a sweet dish, so unsweetened almond milk for me is the way to go. So I'm just gonna add this to the eggs. We'll add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Love this, you don't really have to measure. A little more never hurts anybody. And then 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Always adding a little bit of salt, which is nice. Again, it's gonna help break up those eggs as we whip the eggs, and it's also a flavor enhancer. So just a dash of kosher salt. All right, so I'm just whisking up the eggs and almond milk until they're fully incorporated and there's no egg pieces that aren't broken up. That looks pretty good. And then we're actually just gonna pour this right over the native bread, which is nice. It doesn't matter. It'll all soak up because this is gonna stay in the refrigerator overnight, so you don't need to adjust the slices. And then I have about 1/3 cup left of that coconut sugar. I'm just gonna sprinkle right over the top. It's always, you could always leave it out if you want to make it less sweet, which is fine, but I think it's nice, and it'll also caramelize when we put it in the oven and give it that nice brown color. So from here, I'm just going to refrigerate this. I'll probably just put a little cellophane or foil over. I'm going to refrigerate this for 24 hours, and then we'll see what we have. All right, so your French toast has been in the refrigerator for 24 hours. You take it out. I love to let it get to room temperature, or at least close to that. And then you'll bake it in a 350-degree oven from anywhere between 35 and 45 minutes. And this is what you'll get, which is beautiful. I mean, the smell of that cinnamon is definitely holiday worthy. And then as far as toppings, I think it's really nice because you can offer, if you were gonna do this on like a brunch buffet, a variety of fruit toppings to go with your French toast casserole. Maple syrup is traditional, but I love a few fresh raspberries. And then I have, instead of maple syrup, I really like adding a dollop of dairy-free vanilla yogurt. I just think it's nice. It gives it that beautiful color and a different alternative to maple syrup. Enjoy.